How do you protect your marriage when life becomes overwhelming with work, finances, and family responsibilities?
Um, you know, I think back to um, a sermon that Miles Monroe was given when he was talking about Joseph. And he spoke about not seeing what I actually am seeing right now. No, this isn't the vision that I saw. I'm just paraphrasing what his words were. And anytime we come into a situation, we come into a conflict, and I think we heard us talk about it briefly, we go back to the drawing board and we will make it clear with each other, hey, this isn't what we saw. This isn't the vision that we had for each other. This isn't the vision of what our marriage was, what life was going to be like. We knew we would come up against these situations, but we also had a plan to overcome them. Where did we divert from not being on that plan? What happened to where we got off course? And sometimes it's real easy to let some of those emotions, especially when and I talk about consistency all the time because one thing consistency is going to do is its job. And if you're consistent in one area, it's going to show the results. So if it's consistently a stressful situation for you or consistent season of financial struggles, it's going to show. So be aware of that. And we are aware that how we can overcome them. Take a step back, you realign yourself again, and then you get into what you should be doing as far as making that plan and vision come to life.
I would definitely have to say understanding that your spouse is not your enemy and learning how to fight the issues as a whole versus fighting each other during the issue. Fight the problem together and not allow the problem to cause you two to fight each other.
Love it. Love it. That's so good because, and even with that question, it's like it's important to protect your marriage because it's easy to kind of put your life on autopilot and we just doing what we do. Next thing you know, 10, 15 years in the past, and you just like, because time be flying. I don't know about y'all, but the older I get, I'm just like,
Yeah,
where did the time go? You know,
yeah,
and so I think it's important that we do protect our marriages because at the end of the day, um, and I always tell people, your marriage is a reflection of Christ's love for the church here on earth. And so, are we being that example of Christ's love? Like, is our marriage, will someone want to know the Lord based on the way we treat them?
Good.
yeah.
You know, um, and that's the goal of my wife and I. Like, does it reflect the kingdom? Does it, and that's prioritizing the marriage. Um, anyway, that's my little spiel. Um, I want to thank you both so much. I think this has been a phenomenal episode. How time fly when you're having fun. I
Yes.
want you both to take some time to let us know what you got going on, what you got coming up, any events, books, how we can find you online, all that good stuff.
Well, I do have a business, Grow to Prosper, the gtpsolution.com. You can go up there, you can see. I've used my background in behavioral health as a mental health professional, but also I'm a solution strategist. I help you develop the plan and then we get it done. As well as I do contract work right here in the state of Texas, some of the work that I do upcoming, we are finishing up a book that we have been working on in regards to the principles that we use to help overcome some of the difficulties in marriage, but not even just marriage, but relationships alone. If something breaks down, how do you weather that storm? How do you handle those situations?